Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven, accompanied by Queen Taylor, and today we're going to be taking a look at Queen with George Michael, Somebody to Love, HD remastered, the Freddie Mercury Tribute Concert.
What a title.
That's a long title. This is going to be intense, and I'm already kind of getting chills just thinking about it. So, you guys, this came off of our Spin the Wheel. This was our winner. Here it is, you guys. Let's hop on over to the video and let's get it started. Look how young George Michael looks. He looks fabulous. What year did this concert happen?
I would also like to know that.
And how long has it been? I'm assuming this is after, obviously, since it's a tribute, after Freddie's death, but like how far after? Let us know down in the comments how many years this has passed and how Queen was able to do this. You would think that like after Freddie's death, they would have like waited. I don't know how this band's still playing.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. Well, maybe we'll find out.
Okay.
Look at all the people in the crowd. Ooh, they got an orchestra or a choir in the back.
Whoa! Oh my God.
See every single pair of hands. 3, 4.
Oh my God, chills.
Yes. That's incredible.
That's amazing. That's making me tear up.
Wow. I know. Good night, mate. Look at that crowd.
Oh my goodness.
So
I bet that was spectacular in person.
Oh, I can imagine.
Full body chills the whole time. And I think they would be immensely amplified being there.
I can
That was awesome.
I kind of got drawn in and captivated there at the end when we started going off into the crowd there.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely gave me instant chills. And what are you doing?
Oh, I was looking up. I didn't know who originally sang that song.
Who was it?
It was Queen.
Somebody to Love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Why would you think anybody else?
don't know.
It's an original Queen song, baby.
Yeah, I didn't know that. The whole time it was going, I was like, is this Queen's song? Is this George Michael's song? Is this somebody else's song? I don't know. I really didn't know.
It's a Queen song, baby.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know that now. I actually really like this song. It has been in a lot of movies that I've watched growing up. It's been in a lot of like very cheesy cliche movies that I watched when I was like a preteen, a teen. And it just always reminds me of like good happy times, and it makes me very happy. It just kind of like tickles your insides in a not weird way.
Okay. In a not weird way.
In a musical way.
Taylor loves this song. Probably nostalgically, but also she grew up listening to it, right?
Yeah.
So for me, this performance, George Michael, like, okay, no one can replace Freddie because we all seen him.
Mm-hmm.
Freddie was in a class all on his own.
Mm-hmm.
George Michael sounded pretty good.
Yeah, I did.
Like he fit. Like I could see him like slot him in, you know, Queen slot him in as like the guy that's going to take over, you know, if Queen were to continue. And I'm curious to know if George Michael did fill that role or not. He definitely
ever like for any time period. You mean?
Yeah, for any time
because now
period.
Queen's still going, but it's Adam Lambert, right? Is their lead singer?
Which is, take it as you will. I don't know if he's got the voice for it.
Yeah, I don't know either. I remember him being back in the day on some sort of American Idol or something like that,
Right.
but I don't know him enough. I couldn't pick out his voice if I had to. Obviously, I think for them to have chosen him, he's got to be good.
Yeah,
But yeah, George Michael, I feel like could have very easily, but he's his own artist, so he probably didn't want to be part of a band.
George Michael was his own superstar.
Yeah.
He had the star. He had the caliber, I think, as a solo artist to be able to slot into Queen. I think a lot better than Adam Lambert.
Yeah.
But I also think it's the voices of that time period
Mhm.
are a lot more rugged.
Yeah.
They're just rugged.
I agree.
don't know.
It's weird picturing Adam Lambert with Queen for that specific reason. I'm just
Yeah.
like, it's just two things that
It's not very.
they don't go together. I mean, people say that like massive Queen fans say that they work
love
well
them.
together and they love them, but it's just two things in my brain that just don't add up. Because it's
Yeah.
like you said, you know, they just have that kind of distinct sound from back then that I feel
Yeah.
like is very hard to fake or mimic now. And I just don't know how you bring those two together if he's not able to do that. You know what I mean? And even if he is able to do that, do you want to? Because then it's not really very genuine. So I don't know. Yeah,
And it's a tone thing.
yeah.
It's definitely a tone thing. It's kind of like how, I don't know, all the artists kind of of that time. And I don't know what it is about the male vocals, because you could definitely find people to fit this narrative, but I really think George Michael in this, like, I don't want to say kind of sounded like Freddie. I want to say, like, if someone was going to do a cover,
Yeah.
George did the best.
He nailed the
What are you going for?
words. I want to say, yeah, basically he came as close to Freddie as you can, sounding the most just kind of,
Freddie-esque?
yeah.
Yeah, Freddie-esque.
It's hard to kind of word the way
Yeah.
you want to word that, but yeah.
I loved
He
it.
mimicked it close enough that I think it's a very good kind of mirror of Freddie. Definitely a great tribute. I think they
Yeah.
hit this out of the park, and I think Freddie would have been proud on this one.
I think you would have too. I don't quote me. I believe Freddie died in 91.
I was also thinking 91 when you were asking how many years ago this is later, but I was not going to say that because I was like, I might be way off.
And then just based off of this having to be a remastered, and I'm kind of like looking at maybe the time frame, it looks 2000s ish.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess a lot of time has passed. So I'm answering my own question from earlier.
I would still guess in the 90s if it was my guess.
Really?
Yeah. I wouldn't say like the next year or anything, but I am thinking more like
98?
maybe 96, maybe.
Oh, okay.
97. Definitely not recent enough that, I feel like the crowd would be like crying if it was very
Yeah.
recent, because obviously Queen fans really, really loved Queen, and especially Freddie Mercury because he's Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
So obviously some time has passed, but I don't know. It just gives me still a bit of a 90s feel, but could be completely off on that.
Yeah. I was captivated by the video, obviously. This is nice. It feels like, just even from our first time watching it, this was like an epic, iconic performance.
Yeah.
With the crowd, and then that crowd interaction at the end with the Somebody to Love, the clapping. This was a great video.
I fully
This
agree.
is up there. But anyways, that's our time, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a like. Leave down in the comments what you thought of this video as a Queen fan. What did you think of George Michael, and what did you think of this tribute? And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.